Okay, so in this video, you're going to see some of the pros and cons of solo travel. You're going to see my spectacular time that I had at Victoria Falls. And then you're going to see this negative experience that I had to go through on the resort. So stay tuned. Okay, so today's video is about my solo travel to Zimbabwe and Zambia on my way to Victoria Falls. It's something that I've always wanted to do. So logistically, while I was in Cape Town, I just made it happen. Here I'm in the Johannesburg airport waiting for my flight. Took some time to wait out in a really nice lounge that they had. Here's some entertainment at Johannesburg airport. Unbeknownst to me, my resort was in Zambia and I flew into Zimbabwe, so I had to do a border crossing. I had to switch drivers at the border crossing to take me to my resort, the Avante Victoria Falls Resort. It was a little nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie, at the border crossing. It was very hectic. It seemed to be disorganized, but my driver, got me in there and got me out. Basically, they just had to stamp my passport. So I'm checked into the Avante Victoria Falls Resort, which was a very nice resort. Basically, Victoria Falls was in the backyard of the resort. And the resort also had live animals on the resort. So it's just one of the reasons why I chose it was the close proximity to Victoria Falls. Resort that I am staying at in Zambia. Tomorrow morning I'm going to get up and walk to Victoria Falls. It was a very nice resort, very well taken care of. The grounds were really nice, had a really nice pool area. The restaurant was pretty much, they had an indoor and an outside restaurant outside the pool. Also had live entertainment at night. Some people leave for the power. Some people leave just to play the game. This is just one of the meals that I enjoyed, lunch while sitting at the pool. One of the positive things about solo traveling is that you get to experience all sorts of adventures. I got to dance with these wonderful tribe members here in Zambia. Okay, so at the back of the resort is the entrance to the spectacular Victoria Falls. Okay, so I am on a self-guided tour. I picked up a tour guide along the way of Victoria Falls this morning. Oh my gosh, it is freaking amazing. This is like something that I've always wanted to do, and I am so glad that I came here to do this. Check it out.
100 meters is no man's land. Then Zimbabwe has got 400 meters of the falls. So this time of the year we are almost into the peak season, but the rain this year are not good, so the water levels are not so good as well.
Gotcha.
Because by this time of the year most of the rocks would have been submerged by water.
Oh, yes. Normally you can't even see the rocks.
Yeah.
Okay,
but especially like mid-March going to June. That is our peak season. By then, almost all these rocks you are seeing here, they'll all be submerged by water.
Got it.
Making it the largest single curtain of flowing water in the world.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, with a flow of about 10 million cubic liters per second.
Wow.
Of which it reduces so drastically in low season from 10 million cubic liters per second to about and I'm sure that
Videos don't do this place any justice. The rainbows were just absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like this at all in my entire life. I was so glad that I was brave enough to go there by myself to witness this in person. I've always wanted to see it in person. And when I found that I was going to South Africa, I was like, logistically, I'm just going to make it happen and just go. So glad I did. I was just so amazed and like in tears. I mean, it was the most breathtaking experience of my life. I'm just telling you, I mean, if you are putting things off, go ahead and do it. Tomorrow is not promised. I've been wanting to see Victoria Falls forever. And I went by myself, logistically, caught 2 planes, had to go to a border crossing to get to the resort to see Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls has 2 sides, Zimbabwe and Zambia. The falls in Zambia are much better because you're closer to Victoria Falls. So I picked the side on Zambia. It was so spectacular. My little phone camera does not do this justice. The experience in person is just an out of world body experience. Once in a lifetime experience. And there's like this walkway that you take along this trail when you're viewing Victoria Falls. And the further you walk, the closer you get to the falls. There's actually a bridge that you come to that basically you're like right next to the falls and you're basically getting wet because, the falls are basically right there. And y'all know I'm afraid of heights, but I walked across that bridge. And you can either wear a poncho, so you don't get that wet. Okay, I am at Victoria Falls. See the water in the background? I gotta put my phone away because I'm getting like a little wet and I don't want to mess my phone up. But the video does not do this any justice. In person, it's just like freaking amazing. Oh my God. I'm about to cross the bridge. I decided not to wear a poncho because I wanted to get the full effect of Victoria Falls. I wanted to feel it in its glory. Y'all know I'm afraid of heights and I gotta walk across this bridge. That's my guy. He didn't want to get wet. I told him I wanted to experience everything. Oh my gosh, look at the rainbow. I'm not going to hold my hand over there. Oh, the rainbow is going all around. Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all. Talk about up close and personal. Hey, y'all. I'm walking across. I completely soaked at this point, but it just felt so good. And the falls were not at their fullest peak, and it was still amazing. I can imagine how it is at the fullest peak, but it was still an amazing sight to see. So this is a guide who showed me around and told me a little bit about the history. So y'all, I just came back from Victoria Falls. Oh my gosh, so freaking amazing. I have been wanting to go forever. I don't know if you can tell, but I got completely soaked. They offered me a raincoat, but I was like, nah, I want to experience the full falls. So I chose not to have a raincoat. I think I'm going back this way. Yeah. Anyway, so I chose not to have a raincoat. I'm on the resort, walking back to my room. Listen, if there's something you've been wanting to do, go ahead and do it, okay? Because tomorrow is not promised, right? And we have to do the things that we want to do, like now.
You see the giraffe there? Then I can come back here.
Okay, y'all.
So where are you from?
U.S.
Oh, US.
Yeah, I got here yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, y'all, I'm brave now because I'm walking with
All right.
security. Well, I'm walking with staff. So I decided to come this way, so I'm being brave.
Sure. Okay.
Walking past the zebras.
Yeah.
What's he doing? Why is he getting close?
For the zebra, you just want to get the photos.
So, do they Oh wow. They don't mind you getting a little closer?
If you go close too much, they can kick. So you just have to keep a distance.
Is he getting too close?
Come this way.
Okay. Okay, do y'all see those zebras in the background? I'm actually on my property here at the Avani Resort. They have zebras roaming around. There's supposedly giraffes out here too. I haven't seen those yet. I just got back from Victoria Falls, but I will show you the zebras up close. Freaking amazing. Okay, these zebras are literally on our resort property. I was initially afraid when I saw the zebras and didn't want to walk in that direction on the path, but then I saw the staff and they walked with me until I was felt secure enough to walk back to my room. Wow. They said they were on the property. I think there's a giraffe or something on the property too. But these are the zebras. All right. So was at the pool area trying to dry off and having a bite to eat, and look what happened. Literally walking directly in front of me. Oh, where's it going? She need a drink of water? Get him some water. Okay. Oh, it says beware of crocodiles. Okay, so this was my first mistake, leaving with security to go see the giraffes, to go feed the giraffes. Never ever leave the main resort area by yourself, solo, to do anything, especially out in the woods like this. I should have never done this as a solo traveler. I don't think you should do this with anybody.
Okay.
If
You didn't tell
not
me
to
I had
get
to
away
hike.
from the main property of the resort. This is what I should not have done. But pay attention. About 5 minutes later, we finally arrive. Okay, so I'm sitting here in the feeding area for giraffes. I have no idea what's about to happen, but yeah, we're going with the flow today. Oh my gosh. Just walked out, I guess we're in the middle of a national park, right? We're in the middle of a national park, and I'm waiting to feed some giraffes. Talk about doing stuff outside of my comfort zone. Yeah. Yeah. I'm out here, y'all. Whew. Okay. I'll turn it around so you can see. Waiting to feed a giraffe. Okay. Oh my gosh.
You give him a camera so that you
Okay. It's on video. Okay. Am I coming over there with you?
Yes.
I'm wondering if he purposely took the camera off the guy in the green jacket and did not show him putting me onto the stand with the giraffe.
face the camera.
Can I get down? He's running out of
What?
food. He wants
That's a
more
video.
food.
No, just stand, madam.
Just stand there?
Yes.
He
just
wants more
stand.
food.
No.
Just
Please,
stand.
I'm getting scared.
No. Don't you
I
get
told you
scared.
I'm getting scared.
No. Do like this.
You're saying no, but you need to
So
do
at this point, I think he got more food, and he wanted to take some shots of me with the giraffe. So I got back up there and took some shots with the giraffe, thinking it was all part of, the resort. But no, it was not. And to be honest, it was a very exhilarating experience until it wasn't.
The others, they were just coming, just left in there. We have got 5 giraffes.
Oh, there's 5 that's here?
Yes.
Okay.
We have got also zebras.
Wow. Okay, I've seen enough. Okay, so let me tell you how I got myself in this situation. So let's go back a little. Okay, so I just came back from Victoria Falls, and I'm on like this big high, okay? So on my way back from Victoria Falls, I ran into the giraffes and got a little scared. So so these guides came. They were staff on the resort. One was walking a horse, and they said, come with us and we'll take you back, walk you back to your room. So So I'm coming from Victoria Falls, seeing these giraffes up close, and I'm just, I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm relaxing by the pool, having something to eat, and one of the security guys comes over to me, and he says, how was your day? And I was all excited, told him I just came back from Victoria Falls, and I was just feeling so great, and I just saw these giraffes. And then I said, yeah, and I said, I think there's some excuse me, I just saw zebras, not giraffes. I just saw zebras. And I said to him, hey, and I also heard that there were giraffes on the resort too. So I'm looking forward. It's going to be fun to see them. Something like that. I don't recall what I said exactly. But he said, oh, did you want to see the giraffes today? And I'm like, well, where? I said, oh, I can see. He said, you want to feed the giraffes? And I said, oh, you guys have feeding? I can feed the giraffes? And he says, yeah. So I said, okay. He says, when did you want to go? He said, did you want to go now? I said, I can go right now to feed the giraffes. And he says, yes. So of course, I said, yes. I mean, I just went to Victoria Falls, just saw some zebras. So why not go feed the giraffes? Okay. So he gets on the radio. He calls somebody else. Here comes another security guy over and he says, okay, he's going to take you to feed the giraffes. I'm on the resort. I'm like, well, where do we have to go? He said, oh, just right down here. So you saw the video of me going off with the other security guy to go feed the giraffes. We go into the woods, walk about 5 minutes. I'm sitting there waiting. It's sort of deserted. And now when I think of it, the actual stand that I was standing on, the feeding area, looked a bit deserted too, like nobody had been there for a while. Okay? So I'm sitting there waiting. The guy calls a giraffe over. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. And you guys saw me getting a little antsy about the giraffe was running out of food and I was ready to go. And I was ready to go. I think the whole experience, by the time the giraffe got there, it might have lasted 5 minutes. It didn't last long because I didn't feel comfortable. So I wanted to get out of there. I wasn't lounging around. Wasn't a long conversation. I just kind of like, I said, okay, I'm ready to go. When I said I was ready to go, that's when things shifted. The tall guy in the green jacket, who was like the caretaker for the grounds on the park, and I guess he, in some capacity maintained the giraffes. Like there was 5 of them. I think I saw a couple other ones. Yeah, I think I saw about 3. I think I ended up seeing all 5 before I left. But anyway, so he told me, he says, oh, we don't do this for everybody. And he said, we weren't even supposed to bring you out here. We're not supposed to bring, we were doing you a favor. And so I was like, huh? He says, yeah, this is, a favor that we did for you as a guest. And so the hairs on my neck are standing up. I'm in the middle of the woods, looking around, don't even know which direction to go in, don't know how to get back to the resort, okay? I'm here with the little skinny guy that I can probably take. But then there's a big guy with the green jacket that, that could be a problem. So I'm assessing the situation in my head. So I'm immediately thinking, okay, Mary, you got to get back to the resort. So I said to him, I said, do you want money? Are you saying I have to pay you money? Because I wanted to be clear. And he said, yes. He says, yes, you're going to have to pay me money. And so I said, okay. And I said, because I didn't. I said, well, I just came back from Victoria Falls. I don't have any money. And I said, and I looked at the security guy and I said, how come you didn't tell me I had to pay money? You didn't tell me this. And so he didn't say anything. And I told the guy, I said, I don't have any money on me right now. All my money is at the room. Because in my head, I'm thinking, I got to get back to the room. So he says, okay, I'm going to go with you back to your room. So I look at the security guy and I said, get me out of here now. Get me back to the resort now. And I was like, I was very firm. In my head, I was panicking though. Okay, I wanted to start screaming like, ah! But of course, I'm not going to panic because I want them to think that I'm in control. I'm okay. I'm going to go back to the resort and I'm going to give you your money. So I was like, get me back to the resort. So we all three start walking back to the resort. And in my head, I'm like, Mary, just remain calm. Get back to the resort. Now, these guys are walking with me at the same time. The security guy is leading. I'm in the middle. The big guy's in the back. Okay? So when I saw that I could see the resort, I adjusted my speed and I started walking a little ahead of them because now I knew the way. I could see it. Okay. I didn't take off running, but shucks, I felt like running, okay, inside. So I started walking faster back to the resort. Once I got right there at the end of my building, okay, I turned around and I laid into these guys. I told them that they were shameful. How dare you take me by myself into the woods and try to intimidate me to give you money. I said, you know you were not supposed to do that. And I said, I cannot believe the resort allows you to handle their guests like this. And I said, how dare you treat me this way? How dare you make me afraid? How dare you do this to me? And I said, I am not paying you anything. And I said, I'm going straight to the office and I'm going to report you for doing this to me. And they were like shocked. Okay. So when I turned around, went straight to the office. I had already met the manager. She was a very nice female. Told her exactly what happened. And she was apologizing. You know, they ended up giving me free food while I was there. But she also called and I guess a police officer, some sort of inspector, to come talk to me. And she told me he would be there later on that day. So at this time, I go back to my room. I'm showered. I'm relaxed. I'm back down at the pool because I'm like, you guys aren't going to ruin my stay. I just got here. You know, this was only like day 2, okay? And I had a couple of more days to go. So I'm waiting. Here comes the inspector with another like guy, a little short guy, taking the notes. Y'all, if y'all would have seen that inspector, I wanted to pull out my phone and say, can you take a photo with me? But I was trying to be professional. He was tall. He had beautiful eyes, beautiful chocolate skin, baby smooth skin. He had long eyelashes. He was a beautiful, what do you call people from Zambia? Zambian. I'm sorry for that if I'm messing that up. But he was gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay? So he wanted to know what happened. And he apologized. And I'm telling the story. And I just wanted to take my camera out. But I was like, Mary, you're supposed to be a victim. Or you're supposed to be, you know, traumatized or whatever. What is it going to look like if you pulling out your camera saying, can I take a selfie? So I didn't do it. But the memory is etched in my brain. Yes. So they took a report and it's funny because when they came walking towards me, it's like, I guess all the other staff, the security knew him because they went scattering. You couldn't see. When he came out, everybody ran, okay? Because I'm sure word had got around that they had took me back there and I had reported them. So they were probably all scared. I don't know what happened to the guy. I didn't see him anymore while I was there. I don't know what happened. They might have just put him on different shifts. I wasn't trying to get nobody fired. However, I thought it was a liability. It was very unsafe. I could have like twisted an ankle. What if the giraffe attacked me? I don't know if giraffes attack people. I don't know. But I'm just saying, to try to shake down a guest that was paying at the resort was just a no-no. Now, I don't know if they do this to everybody. I don't know. The manager told me this is not what they do. They used to have the giraffe tours years ago, and they stopped them. And that's why it looked so deserted, when I was out there. But they weren't supposed to do that. Not at all. But the security guy took my report. He was very nice. Very easy on the eyes. So after that, it was all good. I wasn't gonna let that spoil my vacay. I had traveled there solo, and now take a look at my second visit to Victoria Falls, because remember, this is why I went to Zambia, for the sole purpose of going to Victoria Falls. So take a look at my second visit, where I went all by myself. I ditched a guide. I was very nervous, but I was like, Mary, you can do this, because it's like a little hike. You don't just walk out the resort and boom, the falls are there. You have to go through these paths, and sometimes you see people, sometimes you don't. So it's like a little hike to get there. And I went there the second time by myself, and it was just the most amazing experience. So logistically, it wasn't the easiest place to get to, but I was so glad I did. So check it out. Oh, I saw these giraffes right at the front of the resort. On one of my days, I went on a safari. Awesome in person. They were just grazing, just eating the trees. No worries.
Look at my morning view, y'all. It's crazy. Okay, I'm getting back in the truck. 3 giraffes right here. Whew. It's a lot.
They are just very majestic in person. It's just like mind-blowing to see these animals up close and personal.
But their expected lifespan will be approximately 30 years.
So I ended up going on this little safari because I was by myself. The tour guide ended up going with me. Yeah, didn't see much, but it was okay.
Me being here in person and me showing a little video, it's like no comparison. It's freaking, I have to bring it closer because I'm getting sprayed right now. But hold on. Okay, sun came back out. There's no comparison. You gotta come here. It's one of those once in a lifetime things. You gotta come see for yourself. This has been on my list for a very long time, and this is my second trip. First time I had a guide. Now I'm out here by myself, and I don't know. It's like a spiritual moment. It is. It is so freaking amazing. I'm telling you, it's like these videos don't do this justice. Let me see if you can see the rainbow. If I go this way, can you see the rainbow? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there it is. It is so beautiful in person. Oh my gosh, I'm at Victoria Falls. off along these long bridges. What an exhilarating experience. Whew. Now, I'm soaked in my poncho. Can you imagine if I didn't have it? First time I came out here, I said, I'm going to get the full experience, and I did not wear a poncho. And you turn it around, get one last look.
Hope you have enjoyed watching this video on the solo travel adventure to Zimbabwe, Zambia, in Africa at the Victoria Falls, which was a dream trip for me. I hope you also be careful if you're traveling solo. Don't get yourself in a situation that you cannot get out of. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video if you think someone else may find it useful. It's a free way to support my channel by liking and subscribing. And make sure you turn on notifications so you'll know when I post my next videos. I have lots of good travel content coming your way. Thank you so much for watching.